Good morning, Disney. We are live. It is time to talk the Disney news of the day. We actually got 2 days to cover today. Welcome in, everybody. I'm glad to see some people in the chat. We're going to have a good time. If you're team replay, if you're watching this not live, hashtag team replay in the comments. If you want to get the live version of the show where you get to interact 9 to 9:15 start time Central Time, 10 to 10:15 start time Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, except for when work or life calls. Yesterday that happened, but we're almost 5 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week, same time, same channel here on Dole Whip Dad on YouTube. Team Replay, love you too, but if you want the live experience, come on in. It's a lot of fun. We've got stuff to talk about. We've got quite a few things to talk about. It's what happens, when you miss a day at work, the pile at work gets bigger. It's kind of what happened. We had to go in early yesterday, and there is news to talk about. Misty Harris, I see you in the chat. What's going on, my friend? I hope you're having a great day. I see you saying hi to Joy. What's going on, Joy? Let's get to it. We're going to go really quickly through some of the stories that I hope to get to today. And I say that because I fear I'm going to stay on the first story for too long. We go for about 45 minutes every day, and I could talk about this first topic for 45 minutes. We'll see. Michael Superbacker showing up in the house. Good morning to you. BDF Keith, my friend. What's going on, Keith? Happy birthday. Not yet, but I know you're excited about it, and I am too. Happy birthday. Big one. Can't wait to hear all about your trip after you're there. My mom's in the chat. I love to be able to say that. Some people probably wouldn't say that. I love my mommy. Hi, mommy. Anyway, all right, So I give the Disney news of the day, and then I give my opinion. That's kind of what the show is. I've got a strong opinion on this one. I'm not sure how I'm going to say it to you guys, to be very, very honest. But let's tell you about the news that we're going to talk about. A Bautista bubble. Nope, I should talk clearly. A Bautista bundle. Dave Bautista, Drax, future star of Dune. Well, one of the characters in Dune anyway. He's a star and he's in Dune, so I can call him a star of Dune, right? He's done a bunch of other things. Hey, Anna, how are you? Hope you're having a great day all the way over across the Atlantic. I'm going to tell you about a red carpet replay. You got access to Emily and Dwayne, The Rock, on the red carpet, on the replay if you want. Harmonious, kind of a thing already. California Grill going away. I almost led with that. And then Lucasfilm hires a YouTuber. What? Lucasfilm hires a YouTuber? We're going to talk about that. Too much news. I got at least 3 of those. The Disney Lucasfilm hiring a YouTuber should be my lead, because YouTube and Disney, bacon, my wife, baseball, those are my favorite things. My kids. Nico the Greco in the house. What's going on, my man? All right. So, again, if you're just getting here, we're going to talk about California Grill going away. Inspirational in the house. What's going on? And I'll tell you the story. Harmonious is here. Red carpet replay that you can check out if you like. And then Dave Bautista. Okay, have you heard about the Bautista bundle? Let's get to it. Let's just pull it up. Let's pull it up and let you guys watch. Let's pull this up. And Dave Bautista takes streaming literally to promote the Disney bundle. You want to see? Do you want to see? Let's share it. All the buttons, right? I should be better at the buttons by now. The problem with the buttons at an early show is I'm just, they're buttons. All right. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? There he is. Dave Bautista, Drax. Looking a little strange, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I'll accept your cookies. Go away. All right. We're going to scroll down. I'm going to show you. You guys want to see? Let me know if you can hear, because last time you couldn't hear. Oh, I can't even hear. Why can't I hear? That's right. I'll just talk over it after we skip the ad. Can you guys hear that audio? I don't hear the audio. I'm not going to worry about it. There's Dave Bautista in his boat, sitting on his boat. He's out camping, and he's talking about the Disney bundle, what you can expect if you sign up for this special Disney bundle. This is going to start playing in the Olympics. I believe I read that it's going to start playing tonight. I find this very interesting. He's showing, you can watch The Mandalorian. I can watch some other show. Major League Baseball, blah, blah, blah. Then They're also going to have these. This is a minute-long spot on the streamer. He's the streamer, Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, whatever. Then they've got this one, which you won't be able to hear either, I guess. But and this is a 15-second where he's watching Loki. You know why I like Loki? Because you see him over here. You see him over there. Blah, 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 blah. These are 15-second spots. I find this hilarious and interesting, and I'll tell you why. Let's read a little bit from the article. Again, from Adweek, pun-packed campaign around the streamer looks to woo new customers. Again, from Adweek, giving credit where credit's due, and a new campaign casting off today. See what they did there? Bautista stars as the streamer, a spokesperson for the $14 per month Disney bundle that gives you Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. He's even got a thing about the UFC in there. The outdoorsy streamer character spends his days and nights on a lazy river or a lazy stream, canoeing, sitting around the campfire, blah, blah, blah. The campaign is also leveraging some of the best performing shows on Disney Plus. Loki, of course, being one of them. They talk about the UFC. They talk about Handmaid's Tale, which is over on Hulu. I've never seen. Building the bundle, the rollout marks Disney's latest effort to promote its Disney bundle, which has served as a considerable growth engine for the company that is looking to aggressively scale up its streaming assets. We've talked about this a lot. They raised their price $1 in March, blah, 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 blah. We've talked about this. We talk about how it is the basis for Disney's business model moving forward. Let me say hi to the people who just popped in. Sherry, a member of the channel, thanks for being here. Jay Skywalker still has a better last name than me. Cricket Fox, I hope you're feeling better, my friend. I think I said hello to everybody. Dave Bautista promoting Disney, I find hilarious. He got his big break. Well, he was a wrestler. He was a star wrestler. But he got his big break in TV, clearly, with the Drax role in Guardians. And then he kind of threw a fit. Dave Bautista, this is in 2018. Dave Bautista calls working for Disney pretty nauseating. Dave Bautista thinks Disney knew early on firing James Gunn was a bad call. So remember when James Gunn from Guardians of the Galaxy was in limbo and they fired him from that? Let's just go back to 2019, shall we? June of 2019. The MCU is a well-oiled machine at this point. This is from Cinema Blend, but this was everywhere. Blah, blah, blah. Perhaps the biggest blemish in the recent memory of was the firing of the Guardians of the Galaxy director James Gunn. Dave Bautista says, let's see, where did it go? Disney fired Gunn from his position within the Guardians franchise last July. Again, this is an article from 2019, so 2018. After controversial tweets from a decade ago resurfaced. He's recently been reinstated after the Guardians threequel was put on indefinite hold for a series of months. Drax actor Dave Bautista was one of the most vocal defenders of the filmmaker, while discussing that there was no bad blood between himself and Disney. Bautista said, "Yeah, I do get that sense. I'm not surprised, especially now, since they've gone back on their decision. It's just my opinion, but I think they knew early on that it was a bad call. I think they just didn't know how to come back from that bad call. I was never really disrespectful. A word I won't use on Disney. It was a bad decision, and I just called them out on it. That's all. It wasn't anything out of malice or disrespect. It was just calling them on a bad decision and trying to make them see the big picture. It was a very rash decision." I find this interesting. I think that how do I say this? The world has shifted. The boss says we get rid of this guy, and the employee say, well, then, it's nauseating to work for you. I'm firing that guy too. That's just me. Am I great? I love Drax, by the way. The character of Drax, greatness. I'm very much looking forward to Dune. I enjoy Dave Bautista as an actor in some of the franchises that I'm a big fan of. Well, let's be real. It's just Drax so far. But I'm sure he's going to be great in other stuff. I don't really know that, but I'm sure he will be. He's funny. I like him. I enjoy that character very much. And I assume, some of that is the writing. A lot of it is Dave Bautista, right? But he did kind of, on his employer. I guess in today's day and age you can, because here we are, year and a half later, and they're using him, and he's letting them use him to promote their bundle. I find it revealing and interesting. He had to come out and say, I didn't really on Disney after he said, it's kind of nauseating working for Disney. Now he's still working for Disney, and he's even trying to sell the bundle for Disney. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I found that interesting. And there's and Jay Skywalker has such a good point. There's so many people they could have used. I submit to you that they probably used Dave Bautista as I'm sorry. You're right, Dave. I'm saying that this is what Disney says, not what I'm saying. And we want you in the Disney world. You know, there's some people who've been made, you know, what's the guy? Bobcat Goldthwait? Like, he matters anymore, right? He was voice of, I don't even know. Who was the voice for? I don't even know. Who cares? What was he a voice for? Maybe one of the gargoyles? I don't really remember. Doesn't matter. And he's like ripping them now, and I'll never work for them. They're going to have to take my voice down. And they get, again, it's this Hollywood woke crowd that wants to hate Disney as Disney's moving that way. It's interesting. I wonder if Disney's moving that way because of this. I don't know. But I find it, I think that's the right word, hypocritical. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care. You know, it doesn't bug me. To say that it's nauseating to work for a company and then continue to work for them doesn't exactly imply strength. That's where I'm going. What do you guys think? Is this am I making a bigger deal out of this? I love the character of Drax, and I consider myself a fan of Dave Bautista. I didn't like what he said then, and now he's dressed up like a old man fisherman shilling Disney, which I would do, by the way. I love Disney. The show's called Good Morning Disney. I don't know. Bobcat played in Police Academy. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, he's mad at Disney because they're not far enough left for him. So I'm not trying to have a political conversation, although I guess it is a little political. I just don't get it. I don't get it. So again, my position, I love Drax. I love Dave Bautista. I'm very excited about Dune. I don't own the Disney bundle because I don't have Hulu, but I probably should because I've got Disney Plus and I've got ESPN Plus. So I'm probably stupid for not. I don't know. I'm not big interested in the Handmaid's Tale, but I'm sure they've got our Handmaid's Tale or whatever. But what say you? You guys interested in this at all? Do you guys care? There's so many options that they could have went with. I think they must have went with Dave Bautista as a can't we just, what is it? Can't we be friends? What's that song? Why can't we be friends? Why? I need more coffee. I couldn't think of the name of the song. Why can't? Anyway, probably a better option is to use Jeff Bates in the commercial. Better value for them. I mean, I would only charge them $1. I don't know if they're looking for overweight 51-year-olds. Probably have to dye my hair. At least this, right? Yeah, I'll pass. Oh, I wouldn't pass, actually. I'd take it. But thank you for saying that, Jay. Yeah, but again, they have such a roster of stars. You know, Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson are kind of hot right now. Dave Bautista will be too, though, with Dune. I don't even know, coming out. Is it August? I don't even know when it's coming out. You know, but my point is they've got a huge staple of stars they could have went to for this. This is probably a can we just be friends kind of thing, which is I'm cool with, whatever. More news. Let's move on. Any thoughts on that? It's lukewarm in the chat about this. So I'm just going to go with I care about this more than you guys. And that's cool. That's cool. Red carpet replay. You guys care? You can go to Disney Parks blog. How about obese 59-year-olds? I mean, you got me by 8 years, I guess, then, buddy. Red carpet replay is available. I didn't watch. I'm not opposed to watching, but they had a red carpet movie premiere at Disneyland with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and Emily Blunt for the Jungle Cruise. It looked pretty cool. Lots of people. You know, I felt like I watched the whole thing just scrolling through my Instagram that day. When you watch enough Disney if you have enough Disney bloggers and vloggers, YouTubers and podcasters and all that on your Instagram, like I do, you feel like you've seen the whole thing. I felt like I saw the whole thing. I certainly saw a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and it was enough to wet my whistle, as an old 51-year-old might say. See what I did there? Disney, call me. Anyway, you can watch it. It's on DisneyParksBlog.com. You just go click one of the first 5 that they show. Click on it. The red carpet replay is right there. You might be interested. I thought I'd throw that out there. I doubt I'll watch it, to be very, very honest, but you can if you want. It's there. Sometimes those things are fun. They're usually just promotion stuff, and I don't mind that. We talked about the Disney Bundle. Harmonious. I'll talk about also right there on the Disney Parks blog. Same place, actually. By the way, so I'm always happiest when my show in the morning has stuff that I take right from the Disney blog because I know it's not rumor. There's so many things. Let's just go through the Disney Parks blog. I actually love this one. Here, let me click right on that and show you guys. So we're going to skip over it. I love maps. I love Disney. I love Disney maps. I should have thought about it. I bought a book of just Disney maps. They're really cool. I love it. Yeah, I might be too, Keith. I might be too. Anyway. Oh, went there again. That was weird. Disneyland pop-up map. Do you want one? Do you like maps? Do you like Disneyland maps? Do you like pop-up maps? I like all three of those things. Create your own. Wait, what? Create your own pop-up map of Disneyland Park. And I apologize, but Disneyland Park maps are my jam. I love Disney World, but Disneyland Park maps are my jam. You'd be shocked how many Disney Park maps I have. Okay, let me just start over. Create your own pop-up map of Disneyland Park with Disney paper parks. Designed by Walt Disney Imagineering. So some of you may know, if you're a veteran of the channel or you've been paying attention to what I say, I run a nonprofit. We do after-school programming. With the pandemic, it's been a little weird. We've pivoted over heavily into homeschooling, right? We'll go back to after school when we have actual school. And we're hoping this year, but we didn't put all our eggs in that basket, trust us. Anyway, so we do after-school programming. We do homeschooling stuff. And I don't do the arts and the crafts because I just don't have that skill set. But we do arts and crafts with the kids. And this might be something we're going to have to work in. Designed by Walt Disney Imagineering Disney paper parks. Let's just read the article because I'm excited about this. I see a bunch of new people popping in. Welcome in, guys. I'm glad you're here. From Disney Parks blog, maps have always played an essential role in showcasing the design and history of the Disney parks. You know, one of my favorite things is you walk in and you see that big map. It's on the wall there. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I guess it's behind. I love Disney parks maps. This is just so me. From Disney legend Herbert Ryman, never heard of him, initial aerial view sketch of Disneyland Park. Oh, okay, that's got it. So this, wow, I'm going to read that again because that's awesome. From Disney legend Herbert Ryman's initial aerial view sketch. I didn't even realize that when I first read this. Of Disneyland Park to the guide maps of today. Maps and Disney go hand in hand. Oh, okay, whatever. In today's release of Disney Paper Parks, we hope you will enjoy making your own pop-up map of Disneyland Park. That was a very redundant sentence. The release of this map celebrates two notable anniversaries this month. The anniversary of Disneyland Park, woohoo, and the anniversary of Disney Paper Parks. I don't know what I was saying. Over the last year, this special project created for the Disney Parks blog by architects and designers and Walt Disney Imagineering. Anybody have an engineer in their life or an architect in their life? There you go. Perfect. Has helped guests bring a piece of the Disney parks to life in their own homes. From paper versions of their favorite lands, attractions, and characters to paper decor and home decorations celebrating the holidays, grand openings, and park anniversaries. It's been so much fun seeing guests enjoy and craft Disney paper parks. How did I not see this? Am I the last one to this party? I don't know anything about that. I love it. The creators of Disney Paper Parks, Imagineers Stephanie Jasmines and Amy Young, said, "We really believe in this project and the way it's been able to connect the parks to guests all over the world while getting them thinking about design through the art of making." I love that. It's been incredible to see how just by printing a few sheets of paper, Disney fans, families, and friends are creating so many memories and making Disney Paper Parks their own. I guarantee my after-school program, homeschooling group, one of those two or both, will be doing this. This is so cool. Jay Skywalker says 30 days till our next Disney adventure. Camping. Nice camping back at Fort Wilderness Campground. We will definitely pick up more Disney Parks maps. So I can tell you, hey, Lori French in the house. What's going on, Lori? I didn't add into the news, but now I will since you said that. Campfires are back at Disney, and most especially at Fort Wilderness. That was the thing because of the pandemic. They didn't want everybody gathering, right? But that's back. They announced that yesterday. Anyway, I think that's amazing. I think that's fun. The Paper Parks thing, I just think it's awesome. I want to do that. Did you guys know about that already? Because I did not. I didn't know about that, but I'm pretty excited about that. Number 2, Harmonious is up. Harmonious will tell a story of global connection when it debuts October 1st at Epcot as part of the world's most magical celebration. It's up. You got the behind the scenes thing up. It's up. They've got it in fountain mode right now. At least they did yesterday. I don't know if it's going to stay that way or what, but it's out and it looks beautiful in the daytime even, and in the night it's supposed to be spectacular. Are you guys excited about this? I'll read a little bit about it. Why not? We're just a little more than 2 months from the next major milestone. By the way, I'll be there that first week of October, like right after. I don't know what our first day is, but it's the first week of October. The new nighttime spectacular that is one of the largest ever created for a Disney park, and unlike anything that's been seen before. Harmonious illuminates our shared humanity, bringing to life the vision of Epcot through a celebration of our world and its promise. Over the years, cultures from around the world, right? We're talking about by the way, we should say it's at World Showcase right there in the lagoon. Over the years, cultures from around the world have provided inspiration for Disney films and music. In Harmonious, a global community of musical artists has come together and reinterpreted those familiar stories and songs in their own voice, honoring their respective cultures. Collectively, they contribute to a unique experience that could only happen at Epcot, a place where the impossible becomes possible through the power of human imagination and the magic of Disney. That's one of the things I love about Disney. It's one of the things I love about World Showcase. I love cultures. I don't understand the anger when people are celebrating cultures. I think it's misplaced a lot of times. I think people see us celebrating, studying, involving ourselves, immersing ourselves, learning about other cultures. And some people call it cultural appropriation. And that's because they're just looking for something to complain about. But for me, World Showcase is such a neat place because I'm not going to go to Morocco this year, maybe someday in my life, but it's highly unlikely. I can walk the streets of Morocco. I know I'm not in Morocco. I know it's not the same. But you can get a flavor of it and you can fall in love with it. It's like going to a zoo. It's like those people who are mad, because the tigers are in a cage. Well, I'm falling in love with tigers, and maybe I will do what I can with my resources. Maybe my career path will become getting involved in helping the tigers, as they say, if you learn about them. To learn about other cultures is to fall in love with other cultures, right? You must, to travel. It's hard to hate people when you've traveled because you see everybody's commonalities and their differences and you can celebrate it. And I think World Showcase does that in such a beautiful way. It's probably why I love World Showcase. Now, to be fair, I love history. I love culture. I love the music of different regions. I love the food of different regions. I love everything that is World Showcase. And, Karen Nate, one of my favorite travel vloggers, they're living the life. I'm not living that life. Not all of us are going to choose to live that kind of life. And I can go to World Showcase and really, really immerse myself in Italy without flying to Italy. Now, would I like to go to Italy? Of course. But you can really do that in World Showcase on a different but connected kind of way. Harmonious, I have hope for. I didn't love the last fireworks extravaganza at World Showcase. I had people telling me you could not miss it, how impressive it was. So I'm not that touchy-feely guy, I guess. I didn't hate it. I'm happy that they're putting in a new one. A lot of people are worried. And all of this is to say, I suspect this will be beautiful and awesome. When they use the music, the way Disney integrates music into a story, I have high confidence it's going to be wonderful. The show moves through the 3 distinct chapters. Cough button. Inviting us to gather on the shores of World Showcase Lagoon, celebrate the countries and cultures of the world, and ultimately unite to create a bright tomorrow. Harmonious begins with the sunrise, and as the world awakens around us, we set out on a journey that takes us across the globe. It's a dazzling and diverse feast for the eyes and the ears, from the South Pacific home of Moana and a Middle Eastern interpretation of Aladdin to the Jungle Book in India, China's Legend of Mulan, the European nations that inspired Brave, and the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and so much more. I love that. And then there's the first look there. You can watch that if you like. It's on Disney Parks blog, as I'm reading from. Harmonious will make its debut on October 1st. We all know that. I love that. What say you? Are you excited for Harmonious? There seems to be 2 camps. I'm very excited about Harmonious. I can't wait to see a new show. Is it a show? I guess it's a show. I love Disney. I enjoy Disney fireworks, probably not as much as most Disney people do, honestly, but I like these kinds of things. I love at the Animal Kingdom, the show on the water there. Oh my gosh, so good. The Lotus, it's just great. I love that one because it's a show. It's a light show. I love the imaging, the light imaging on the castles, much more than just a fireworks show. And I have high hopes for this one. But a lot of people are really upset because they're taking away the old one. So let me know where you're at, which camp you're in, and Sherry, hello to you. And we will move on to the next topic. Let me know in chat. Are you excited for the new one? Are you happy about Harmonious, or are you sad that the old one is gone? I think my last story is about the meals. Yes, it is. The restaurant. Let's get to it. Let's pull that up. Bautista bundle we talked about. California Grill. All right. Nobody's talking about in chat the new event at World Showcase. So let's go to this one. From Walt Disney World News Today. Oh, Sherry says, I also love how they have all the different princesses in the different lands. I do that. I love that too. My kids are a little older, and I have grandkids, right? I've got 2 1-year-olds and let's see, almost 4 now, I guess. So I've got 3 grandkids. So I'm hopeful that they'll want to do the meet and greets again, the princesses and the just all that stuff. But one of the last times that I did any a meet and greet was with my 2 daughters. They're 19 and 17 now. Anyway, and we got to see Jasmine in World Showcase, and it was just tucked away. There was nobody in line. It was really cool. It was a really neat experience. So it's fun. I'm looking forward to my grandkids getting a little older to that. All right. From WDWNT, WDW News Today, I read from them 3-4 times a week. One of the blogs I hit every day. California Grill at Disney's Contemporary Resort, unavailable after October 1st. Why? To create a special dining experience for 50th anniversary. Let me explain. Harmonious can't wait for the new show using the new technology. Exactly. Well, I agree with that too. Some of the shows seem so dated so quickly because there's so much new stuff. That digital mapping things they do on the castles. My 10-year-old self would have been shocked by that, right? So I think Harmonious is going to be great. I'm sure everybody's going to love it. But boy, that whatever they called it at Epcot before was beloved. So I didn't love it. Guests looking to secure a dining reservation at California Grill will need to do so before October 2nd. A message on the reservation page states that the Disney Contemporary Resorts restaurant will be unavailable after October 2nd. I've never been there. I've never done this. California Grill is currently unavailable for booking. I just said that. They've put it 3 times. No other. Oh, okay. So there's no other information. So there you go. The California Grill space is 50 years old. Come October, originally operating as the top of the world. On top of the world. Whatever. I guess there's no more news on that. I think that's exciting to me. I think that means they're going to do some special thing for the 50th anniversary. And again, they're celebrating, they being Disney, Walt Disney World, is celebrating Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary for 18 months. I think they did that back for the 60th anniversary at Disneyland, being 15, I guess. In 2015, it was the 60th anniversary of Disneyland, and they did an 18-month anniversary party, and they're doing the same thing there. I think Mickey's birthday, they did that too. So anyway, are you excited about that? Are you bummed? I've never eaten there. I know it's one of the more popular destinations. Let me know what you think. And I think that is all the Disney news of the day, guys. Let me see if I don't want to miss anything. Let me pull up. I mean, there's other stuff, but the stuff that I sent to talk to you guys about. So we talked about the Bautista bundle. They're calling it the streamer bundle. You're going to start seeing Drax, Dave Bautista, as the streamer in his little canoe, talking about Loki and the UFC and the Handmaid's Tale and trying to get you to buy the Disney bundle. During the Olympics, by the way, I've watched 0 seconds of the Olympics so far. It's just, I don't know. Don't care. Simone Biles is all the rage, right? No, not Disney news, but boy, are people opinionated about that one. If you don't know, she pulled out of the team event a couple days ago, and this morning they've announced she pulled out of the individual too. Not Disney news, but everybody's talking about it. Anyway, so the Bautista bundle, the red carpet replay is available on the Disney Parks blog. You want to check that out. Check out Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Mary Poppins bouncing around on a Jungle Cruise boat. Harmonious on the way. October 1st is the day. It looks to be. Yesterday it was in fountain mode. It was pretty cool. And as we just talked about, California Grill has shut down. I do want to talk about this one. We didn't have much. I didn't think we'd have time for it, but I've got 14 minutes. Lucasfilm hires a YouTuber who improved the CGI for Luke Skywalker. So during The Mandalorian, when they brought back Luke, obviously Mark Hamill's older than young Luke Skywalker. In case you didn't know. So what they made, Lucasfilm, they didn't like. So there's YouTubers who do deep fakes. Have you seen this? They do deep fake videos. It's pretty scary stuff, actually. It's pretty insane. They hired him. Lucasfilm's Industrial Light and Magic, ILM, Resort Budgeting in the House. What's going on? Appreciate you popping in. Nico says, I might have missed it, but did you talk about the Guardians holidays? I have not on this show. I have in the past. I'm excited about that. I don't think it's this year. Is it this year? Might be next year. Whatever. That'll be fun. Nico's talking about the Guardians of Galaxy holiday special, which everybody's comparing to the Star Wars holiday special of 78, but I'm sure it'll be quite a bit better. Anyway, Lucasfilm's Industrial Light and Magic, ILM, has hired to its team a YouTuber who went viral with a video that showed him using deepfake technology to improve upon the special effects in an episode of The Mandalorian. This is so cool. A representative for ILM told The Wrap that it hired the YouTuber who goes by the name of Shamook, Shamook. I'm assuming that's Shamook. I don't know. Who scored nearly 2 million views for a video from December that tweaks the visual special effects, VFX. Good morning to you, Kalani. How are you? Long time no see. Good to see you. Welcome back. December that tweaks the visual special effects, VFX, of a scene in which a digitally de-aged Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, makes a cameo in the season 2 finale of The Mandalorian. ILM is always on the lookout for talented artists and have in fact hired the artist that goes by the online persona Shamook. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. A rep for the special effects company said. Over the past several years, ILM has been investing in both machine learning and AI, artificial intelligence, as a means to produce compelling visual effects. And it's been terrific to see momentum building in the space as the technology advances. Yeah, it has. Shamook wasn't hired directly as a result of the Mandalorian video, but for the focus of his research. It's unclear when he joined the company, but Shamook himself said in a YouTube comment this month that he joined ILM within the past few months. This is pretty cool. I think this is really cool. I think there's a picture of the before and the after, right? Let me pull this up. Yeah, so where it says original, that's what Industrial Light and Magic showed us. And Shamook improved it quite a bit, I would say. Wouldn't you agree? That's crazy. That's crazy. So he improves on what Industrial Light and Magic, Lucasfilm, does. He puts out a video, gets, I think, 2 million views. They said it went viral, right? And they hire the guy. And apparently, he knows what he's doing. I don't know. I find this fascinating. Shamook is the channel. I know I saw this video when it came out. Didn't think too much of it, to be honest with you. And I vaguely remember it, to be very, very blunt. But it's pretty cool. I think it's exciting. Shamook, part of ILM, part of Lucasfilm, part of Disney now. Just a YouTuber before. Pretty cool, right? I know somebody who went viral in the chat, Sherry. So you never know. Uncle Luke looks good. I'm excited to see what they do here. I think this opens up so many possibilities. I really do. I think we're probably close to a time that animation doesn't look like animation. CGI. You know, one of the things that people didn't like about the Lion King remake was its realism. Think about that. Think about that. It's fascinating, the artificial intelligence. Like, as a phone, have you ever picked up the phone and it was a machine talking to you? Yes. All of us have had that happen. It started happening in the last 10 years. It's crazy. Some of them are pretty good and fool plenty of people. Some aren't. Some are horrible. As we get closer and closer and closer, what's real and what's not is being blurred, right? Think of all the movies. Avatar, you know, almost seamlessly using CGI / animation and real world actors. Like with McDonald's begging for $15 an hour minimum wage, instead they put in a machine that I hit the button on, right? We're getting closer and closer to the day that you might not even need an actor. Did I say that out loud? Princess Leia passes away and the character Carrie Fisher is seen on the face of a digital Princess Leia, right? So many movies we could talk about. So many movies. I'm watching a 25, I guess, 30-year-old, maybe 25, I guess, year-old Mark Hamill in a movie that, or in a production that just came out last year or this year or whatever, right? and the man's older than me. It's an amazing time to be a creator, to be a creative. It's amazing. I love these steps in technology allow us to do so much. I do think, though, it means you need to learn skills. You know, if you're a truck driver, your job's going away. If you're a person who handles the register at a store, your job is going away. And at some point in the future, all of these positions are going to be taken by a machine. So you have to have a skill set that is not all these repetitive jobs, all these non-thinking jobs are at risk. And I'm amazed to say that acting might be part of that. I don't know. Like, when will the public be okay with watching a show that isn't actors? I suspect that we're already there in some ways. It's interesting. So I don't want to get too philosophical, but I find it interesting. Again, I think it's amazing. And I love that the deep fake video vlogger from YouTuber is now part of ILM. I love what Dave Filoni and, more importantly, Jon Favreau did with the technology with The Mandalorian. That amazing show, the behind-the-scenes show about The Mandalorian, talks very much about the room they built and all that. And it's just taking you, like, we're not really on this planet, but we're on this planet. Like the movie Dune's coming out. Dune was the book Dune, one of the great science fiction books of all time. I've not read it, but clearly everyone believes it's one of the great science fiction books of all time. And one of the reasons it didn't work as a movie before is the technology. Lord of the Rings. Let's talk about Lord of the Rings. How many times did they try to write or create that in animated form and, live action? Didn't work. Why? The technology wasn't there yet. Now they put gremlins are eating his face right in front of us, right? There's a big worm that flies out the ground, and then they can make it now. I find it fascinating. I love it. One of the things that I love about animation is it is one of the first steps, and it's a CGI is animation. We're just taking the next step. This deep fake stuff, it's so good that people are scared of it, rightfully so. But as you look at the applications for entertainment, well, I'm blown away, and I can't wait. I want more young Luke Skywalker. We could have Han Solo as Harrison Ford, but he'd be 20. Sorry, dude that played Han Solo. What is his name? That guy. He could have been Han, right? Look at the video games. The NCAA college sports realignment is all about using the athletes, the kiddos, the college students' likeness. Their face. The Alabama quarterback, who hasn't even started a game for Alabama yet, already has almost $1 million in endorsement deals because of the change that happened less than a month ago. For his face, to use his likeness. That's crazy. And now you don't even need him to come into studio. I think it's amazing. All right, that's my soapbox for the day. Anna, I'm really glad to see you in here. I hope it's warm and beautiful where you are. We've been talking about the weather out there. Jay Skywalker still has a better last name than me. Hatbox Ghost, one of my favorite Disney characters in the world, and a nice guy in chat too. Sherry Awesome, Sunset Travels, BDF, everybody. My mom who's in here. Who did I miss? Kalani in the house. What's going on? Resort Budgeting, Nico. Everybody who wakes up a little early or spends a little morning time with me. I appreciate this. I love my morning show. Again, you generally 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Sometimes, like yesterday, work happens. 9 to 9:15 start time, usually 9:15 my time. That's 10 to 10:15 Eastern time, Monday through Friday. I do want to remind you that Friday night Disney Trivia is back. It's a simulcast. It's on this channel and on Facebook. So you can stay right here and we play a little Disney Trivia game. And I've got another tweak this week that I think you're going to like it. It's going to make the game go a little smoother, I hope, and be fun. And it's also simulcast over on one of my daughter's Facebook groups, Bamboo and Beyond. It's a mom's group where they talk about all kinds of stuff, and they're very into that bamboo. I don't know. It's called stuff. Anyway, but it's really fun. There are a lot of Disney fans over there, and we're just having a good time with that. And you're welcome to join us. That'll be 8 o'clock Friday night, my time, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Just check the channel or head over to Bamboo and Beyond. If you want an invite to that, just send me a note and I'll send you an invite to that. If you're a creator, you don't have to be a Disney creator. If you're a creator, I did start a new Facebook group. It's for YouTubers and creatives and people like that to help each other grow. And that's part of my Creator Talk live show every Sunday night, 10 p.m. my time, 11 p.m. Eastern time. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Cough button. Oh, I coughed after I hit the button. Anyway, it's raining in there. Oh, I'm sorry, Anna. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. Only going to be 99 degrees here today. Only 99. That's a drop of 4 degrees from yesterday and 2 more from the day before. So I'm looking forward to not melting today, even though you guys are all worth melting for. Oh, see what I did there? I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me. Hope to see you tomorrow morning. Oh, also, well, today's Wednesday. Thursday night, NFL watch party over on Pete McDevitt's channel. The off season continues, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. I think that's it. You guys have the best day ever. Do something awesome for somebody. It's the best way to make you feel better, especially when it's somebody that can't pay you back, won't pay you back. Maybe they don't even know about it. Go do something awesome for somebody. And sometimes that could be you. Just do something awesome for you. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Have fun storming the castle. Have the best day ever. See you tomorrow morning for another edition of Good Morning Disney. By the way, if you're new, please subscribe. It makes my heart grow like the Grinch. All right. Bye for now.